welcome back to Sofa Sessions. My name is Gemma Ann Barnes. I'm a vocal coach and singing teacher, and this is episode 7 of Sofa Sessions. In today's episode, we are going to look at what you can do as a performer if you don't have an agent. So I'm going to share my top 5 tips to best represent yourself and what you can and should be doing as a self-represented performer. The first thing you can do as a self-represented actor is look at your spotlight profile. Is your spotlight profile up to date? Is it accurate? Check your skills section. Make sure if you've got any new skills you add them on, or if there's any skills that actually aren't really skills or aren't relevant, then take them off. Make sure you're looking at your singing range as well, or at your vocal range. If it's changed maybe slightly, if you've been taking extra lessons or if you've been working on a specific thing, make sure that everything on that profile is accurate. All your jobs are listed and the dates. Just make sure that that profile is representing you perfectly. Second thing, headshots. Do your headshots look like you, most importantly? Are they an accurate representation of you and the roles that you could play? Are they up to date? If you've got headshots that are 3-4 years old and your hair was brown and now it's blonde, you need to update those headshots. You want to make sure that they are a true and accurate representation of the person that is going to walk into the audition room or do the audition self-tape. If you're unsure about your headshots and whether they're working for you, maybe ask somebody in the industry, whether it's a friend or a professional, ask and get their opinion on it. It's no good asking a family member or your nan, somebody maybe that doesn't really know and isn't going to look at it from an objective point of view. You want to make sure that when you get your headshots, you're going to a recommended and trusted musical theatre or acting photographer. There's plenty that you'll be able to find. I'm sure friends and people will be able to give you recommendations. But do your research if you're getting new headshots done. Look at whose pictures you like. And if those people are getting auditions, if those people are working, your headshot is the first thing a casting director sees. That is going to make them go, or it's going to make them go, There's quite a big difference in both of those hms. So which one do you want it to be? You know, you want to have a good array of headshots as well, but not too many. Once you're sort of going over 5 different headshots, it just becomes, they don't become useful. They only really want to look at sort of 3, maximum 4 really. You want to make sure with your headshots as well that they're not just, you know, you in a blue t-shirt, you in a denim jacket, you smiling, you looking serious. I mean, I'm literally just rallying off my own headshots here, but you want to make sure that there's an emotion or a role or a thought behind the photo that is being taken. You don't want to literally have the same face with a different jacket or a different colour t-shirt. That's not the point. Number 3, have you got a vocal reel or a show reel that shows what you can do? As a casting director that's never met you before, if they look at your profile on Spotlight, or if they look at your CV, if you've emailed it into them, they look at your headshot, yeah. They look at your CV, yeah, looks good, but they've never met you. They don't know if you can sing, they don't know if you can dance, they don't know if you can act, they don't know if you can do what they need you to be able to do. If you've got a vocal reel or a show reel, they can click on that, listen to it or watch it, and that is going to give them a feel of you as a performer. So I would highly recommend either putting together a show reel or getting a vocal reel done. Now this next one for me is the biggest thing you can do to help yourself if you are self-represented, or even if you have an agent. This is something you should be doing. Especially in the UK, we seem to have this thing that we've done our 3 years or however many years of training. We come out of college or university and that's it. We just go into the industry, we get a job and we work and that's it. If you're auditioning or if you're working, you still need to be working on your craft. You don't come out of college and know everything. And this seems to be something that some people do really well, and some people just think, oh, well, I've trained, I've paid thousands of pounds and I don't need to do anymore. I'm going to tell you right now, you might like this, you might not, you are wrong. You do not know everything. You will never know everything. I don't know everything after 10 years. Other people that have been in the industry for 50 years don't know everything. And those people that put their hands up and go, I don't know, but I'm going to keep learning, they're the ones that are going to be working. They're the ones that are going to get the job. You can't, as a dancer, just turn up to an audition, having not danced in 6 months, and whack out a triple pirouette and jump into the splits. If you've not stretched, if you've not been at class and practicing, I mean, whack on your heels, whack on your character shoes, and, you know, just be able to deliver what they're asking you to deliver, unless by some sheer luck you can do it. You need to be going to class, you need to be working on your technique, your stamina, everything, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, whether it's acting. The more you can get to class and invest in yourself and on yourself, the better. Classes are also a great opportunity to meet other performers, networking, to meet creatives, networking, and there's casting director workshops or creative workshops that are specifically for that purpose, so that you can go and you can meet and you can perform in front of them and work with them on your songs and things, so that one, you're going into the audition room and you're delivering what they want and you know what they're going to be looking for because they've told you in class. You're also going into that audition room and you've met that person before, so your nerves and any anxiety is going to be lowered because you're not walking into the unknown. You've met that person, so you'll feel a bit more comfortable in front of them. And thirdly, you're going to be getting into the audition room because they've met you. Yeah? If they have never met you, it's a risk bringing you in the room. So that's why classes, workshops, any additional training is a great idea, because it's going to give you the chance to network, it's going to get your foot in the door. Also, with sort of one-to-one coaching or one-to-one lessons of any, whether it's singing, whether it's dance, whether it's acting, anything like that is going to be really helpful, because it means that you can work on what you need to work on. That's the difference with one-to-one situation. In a class, you do what everybody does and it's kind of general. If you're doing anything one-to-one, you're working one-on-one with that coach, with that teacher, to develop your technique, to develop your performance, and it's all about you. It's spending time on you and investing in you. And this fourth point is a big one, and this is something that so many people don't do, and it's why so many people fall down. So get to class and invest in yourself. And finally, don't be afraid to self-submit. You know what you can do, you know what you're right for, you are you. So remember that. You know yourself inside out. If a breakdown comes onto Spotlight that you are perfect for, then don't be afraid to submit for it just because you don't have an agent. I'd also recommend with Spotlight using the notes section at the bottom. If there is something in the audition brief that is specific to you and something that you're really strong at. So for example, if it says you need to be able to hit this note, or you need to be able to sing this style, or you need to be able to speak Mandarin, if you can do those things, highlight it in that notes section. That's what that's for. If it's something that's not on Spotlight but you know it's going on, or you know it's casting, you can always reach out to the casting directors via email. Get their email address and make sure you send a nice short, sweet, to the point email with your CV and your headshot attached to it, or a link to them on Spotlight, because at least that's nice and easy. They can just click on it, bam, and it's there. They've not got to download anything. As a self-represented performer, you just have to act as your own agent. You don't have different people doing different jobs for you. You are the only one. So if you see something you're right for, or if you see an audition that you want to go to, then get in there. Email, ask, go to open auditions, and make sure that you are knocking on doors, because you don't have an agent doing that for you. It's just down to you. At the end of the day, there are hundreds of performers that have got by just fine without having an agent. So whether you have an agent or you don't, these are all things you can do to make sure that you succeed in your career. If you want to build your network and connect with casting directors, creatives and other performers, then I run masterclasses and courses throughout the year where you can do just that. Join my singing tribe via my website gemmaranbarnes.com and you'll be the first to know about upcoming masterclasses and courses. In the meantime, take care and I will see you soon.